Hey, good morning. Rich here with Summit Life Group. So, one of the questions I hear a lot from agents is, asking about lead costs. How much does this lead cost, or how much are these leads, right? And it's a good question. If you're an independent agent or you're considering becoming an independent agent, purchasing your own leads as an independent agent, if that's the route that you're going, whether you're purchasing from a vendor, from your IMO, or whether you're generating your own leads, most agents really get obsessed with what a lead costs. And it is important, right? It is part of the equation, but I find so many agents don't ask the deeper questions, which is really not what a lead costs, but what it costs to acquire a customer. And this to me is what's really all that matters. Now, your lead costs and your lead quality plays a factor into that, and of course your skill level, so we can come back to that in a second. But understanding what it costs you to acquire a customer on a particular lead source is actually more important than what it costs you, what the lead actually costs you, right? So we have generated leads, purchased leads. I mean, we have worked leads as little as $5 all the way up to $350, $400, $500 for a lead. You have $500 for a lead, that's crazy. Well, again, you have to understand, what does it cost you to acquire a customer? That's what's important. And then the second question is, what is the customer worth to you? Okay, because look, if your main thing you're selling is generating you $500, let's say, is what it's bringing. If the average policy is $800 in premium, then you need to know, okay, what are you willing to spend to acquire that customer? What is that customer worth to you in the first year, second year, third year? You should think about these things and then understand what you're willing to invest to acquire that customer. Because if you're selling something where the average premium is $2,000, right? Well, then you're probably willing to spend a little bit more for that customer than you are for the customer that is $800. And if you're selling something, let's say it's an annuity sale, right? And your average premium size is $75,000. Well, you're going to be willing to spend a little bit more, invest a little bit more to acquire that customer than the $500 or $600 annual premium policy. So what you really need to understand as an independent agent, if you're going to be buying your leads, is don't just obsess over lead cost. What you need to understand is, how much does it cost you to acquire a customer on that particular lead source? And the other thing I want to tell you is, you have to do it to really measure that. You have to be able to, you can learn what other people are doing on that, but you got to do it consistently enough to measure your numbers over a long period of time. And this is where a lot of agents, they fall short in this business, because they never stick with anything long enough, and they're only obsessed over lead cost, and they're not really understanding what does it cost to acquire a customer, and staying with the lead source long enough to understand and learn that it's a profitable deal for them. So I just want to challenge you, if you're an independent agent, lead cost matters, right? What it costs for the lead. But what really matters is, how much does it cost you to acquire a customer, and what is that customer worth to you, both in year one, which is super important, but then over the long period of time. But you need to make it work where you're profitable in this business, right? And then the further question is, how long does it take you to acquire that customer? And that gets into the speed of acquiring customers. But that's just some things to think about if you're an independent agent. If you're watching this, you're like, oh, I don't know, that's complicated, I don't want to buy leads, then you need to move towards a free lead type of a program where you're not worried about all that, and you're just worried about making your sales. So we at Summit Life Group support independent agents nationwide. If you're looking for an agency to partner with, whether you want to generate your own leads, purchase your own leads, or if you're looking for a free lead platform that you can connect with, we support all of that here at Summit Life Group. So fill out the link below to learn more about us, see if we may be a good fit for you. I hope it helps. Make it a great day.